Grassy Narrows First Nation has announced that it is suing the governments of Ontario and Canada over the harms of mercury pollution in the Wabigoon River. Decades ago, a pulp mill in Dryden, Ontario, dumped several tons of mercury waste into the Wabigoon, but the most acute effects were felt in the waters around Grassy Narrows, where mercury poisoned the fish and the people who eat the fish. The majority of members of the Grassy Narrows First Nation show some of the symptoms of mercury poisoning now today. That pollution stopped decades ago, but new science suggests that the mill, which is still there and still operating, is indirectly exacerbating the problem all the same. So I wrote about all of this last month before the First Nation announced its lawsuit, and I'm just going to declare a bias here and say that I've written for a few times now for TVO about how shameful this whole story is, how it implicates all of us, including those of us who were not even born before this all happened. But it wraps up so many issues, our relationship between Northern Ontario and Southern Ontario, but of course, most importantly and acutely, the relationship between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people.
I don't think it's a bias to say you don't think it's a good idea for people to be poisoned by eating the fish out of a river that they depend on.
Well, I mean, this column that I'm talking about in particular, I think I start off by saying we're going to find out whether it's possible for a province to be sued out of existence. And I didn't even know that this lawsuit was coming, but it is such a really absurd legal situation and, as I say, a very shameful moral one as well.